Hello happy souls, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. Guys, I've got another present. I'm going to use this deck in today's reading. It's the Flowers of the Night Oracle, and this was a gift from Joni, and she says thank you for all that you do, and sorry about the one video I accidentally thumbed down. I fixed it. God bless you, you're so sweet. It's really no problem. Do you know what people when you downvote the video, it's just engagement, so it's all of benefit to my channel. YouTube don't care if you like it or not. They just want to know that you're reacting to it. That all helps me. So, but I appreciate your apology. Bless you. You're so sweet. And thank you so much for this beautiful deck. We are going to use it today. I really appreciate it when you guys send me decks. It does keep my readings fresh. And if you would like to donate a deck, you can find my Amazon wishlist in the description box below. Okay, guys. So I've got another pick a pile reading for you today. I'm going to move the decks around so that you can see them, pause the video, douse over them, look at the timestamps, they're in the comments, you know, choosing whichever way feels right for you. You may be drawn to more than one pile. I always recommend that you make a note in the comments of the pile you've chosen, because the pile that works for you now, you know, these are timeless readings. It may be that in a month or 2 months or several months you come back and there's another pile that's got a message for you. But if you're drawn to more than one pile today, maybe there's a message in each of those piles for you. So we have got the Light Seers Tarot with a Amazonite. We've got the Rupaul Drag Race Tarot with Lemurian Quartz. We've got the Way of the Panda Tarot with Mangano Calcite. And we've got the Starchild Tarot with Rainbow Fluorite. And we're going to do a card reading today about why is he not communicating? Why is your person silent? It could be a she. I try and use the gender pronouns they, because I know that some of you are men watching this, even though it's heavily dominated by women. But, you know, it could be she, he. But if I don't use the correct gender pronoun for you, just adjust it as you see fit. Just adjust it as works for you, okay? So, let's do this. Pile 1. Why is your person silent? Why are they not communicating, and what should you do about it? We're not going to get messages from them today because we did that in yesterday's reading and the one before that. So if you want to know how your person's thinking and feeling, what they want to say to you, I did do some pick a pile readings, the most recent 2, answer those exact questions. So hopefully there'll be some messages in those for you as well. But today we're just going to look at the whys and what you need to do in the interim to move forward. Why is this person not communicating? Why are they silent? What do you need to do to move forward? So let's have a look. See, pile 1, the Light Seers Tarot. I love this deck. It's really so beautiful. Okay, why is your person not communicating? Let me just check I hit record. I know I do this every time. I know, of course I did. I did hit record. Okay, why is your person not communicating, pile 1? So we have got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm just going to move these back a touch. The Ace of Cups in reverse. The Hermit. Strength in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse. And clarifying, we have the Magician. The Tower in reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay, these are really clear and strong energies. We're going to get some oracle cards as well. So I'm going to use these beautiful new cards, the Flowers of the Night Oracle from Joni. We have got motivation, and it says 4 o'clock. That may be significant to you. We have got passion. We have got patience, and we have got pleasure. I'm also going to use the Starchild Tarot. Oh, and in yesterday's video, I said a little thank you for this Kipper deck that had arrived. I didn't know who they were from. They were actually from White Rose Guidance. Thank you so much, my darling. You are so cute. And if you haven't checked out her YouTube channel, you really should. She's got a fabulous tarot reading channel also. You can find her as White Rose Guidance. I'll put a link in the description box below. Okay, we've got Fall Into My Arms, Surrender. Star Brothers. and called. Okay, I'm just going to check that all of these are in view because I'm feeling the ones closest to me. Now you can kind of see them. Okay, great. Just move them up a touch. So this person is going through a major transformative cycle with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. He is transforming and stepping into his power. He may not realise that, or they may not realise that. It could, of course, be a she. But this is a really deeply transformative period for them. You know, the Wheel of Fortune as well, there's an element of destiny and fate about this. This is a shift they have no control over. But for it to be clarified by the Magician reassures us that this person, you know, they're going to come out on top. They really are stepping into their power. And, you know, this is part of their destiny. It's this cycle has to come to be. But they're in such a lot of pain right now that I'm hearing that any feelings are blocked. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. This person just doesn't have it in them to, not even just to express. There's just a feeling of tremendous apathy with the Ace of Cups reversed. It's an energy of being emotionally overwhelmed. And the fact that it's clarified by the Tower in reverse suggests that, you know, they're very much still midway through this cycle and there's still more to come. And it's even though it's helping things to transform, you know, it's just very overwhelming for them. So with this Hermit energy and clarified by the Ten of Swords, they're in a lot of pain. You know, the Nine and the Hermit, it's the power of solitude, independence, stepping back, going within, you know, isolating yourself. And for it to be clarified by the Ten of Swords indicates, again, this cyclic change, but also really grievous pain. You know, this person's been stabbed in the back or hurt very, very deeply, and they're still processing this. So they're silent because they need to be. They need this period of healing, transformation. We've also got strength in reverse clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. This person doesn't feel ready for a new beginning. You know, they're not ready for a new beginning. They feel weakened. They don't feel powerful yet, even though this is the energy they're moving into. They still feel like they're in this weakened state. And they're just not feeling good. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Devil. They've not quite let go. You know, whatever this hurt or pain is that they're going through, they're still processing it with this Five of Cups energy. And again, the 5 is that transient, transformative number. And then we've got the Devil. They're still very attached to that situation. They're still ruminating about it. You know, they feel stuck and trapped, just like they're unable to release themselves from it. So, you know, this person's not communicating. It's not personal. Their feelings are blocked. Their heart is blocked. They're just going through such a very difficult time. I think this motivation at 4 o'clock, though, is really significant. This suggests to me that, you know, especially bearing in mind it's coming up under the Magician, the wheel will turn and they're going to get this drive. They're going to start moving forward. 4 is obviously significant. The number 4 is significant. And 4 is the number of balance, harmony, stability, control. We are in a number 4 year. So I do feel like this cyclic shift is very, very relevant to the lunar eclipse we've just had and the energies of this year in general, which were about transformation, particularly for masculine energy. You know, 4 is the number of the Emperor, and the Emperor is in control. He's in his full power. And this is where this person's headed towards, but they're not there yet. So I am hearing that they have tremendous passion for you. You know, I'm really drawn to this star on this card, that you are their wish fulfillment. But any kind of emotional connection is just blocked right now because of this very extreme apathy that they're experiencing in their present and the pain that they're going through. Now, it's not clear what this shift is, what it is they've lost, who's hurt them or what's happened. We only know that, you know, with the Devil, that's distorted love. It's codependent love. It's anxious or avoidant attachment. It's bondage. It's that feeling of being trapped in distorted love and not seeing things clearly. And again, with this 5 of Cups in reverse, you know, this still hasn't been released. Then they're really struggling to let go. They still feel attached to something that doesn't serve them, even though there's a tremendous amount of pain here. So they've either left this situation or they've, you know, they may have physically left it, but emotionally speaking, they're still deeply attached and hurting. But they're definitely isolating themselves, not just from you, but from everybody. So you're really not to internalize their rejection or their silence. It's really not about you. You're being asked here to have patience. You know, I feel like, I mean, this card represents the Knight, and I feel like, you know, you do bring them pleasure. The thought of you brings them pleasure, but they're also very much numb. They're numb to pleasure. And you know, even when they do feel this pleasure and passion, it's kind of, you know, very gently scratching at the surface, but it's not penetrating because they are so deep in this kind of very solitary pain. It's got fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. And this is a really interesting card. Holding the opposites, extremes of life. And I feel like they want to surrender to you. But it really does feel like there are two extremes of the spectrum here. There's this beautiful passion, pleasure and love that they want to grasp, but I feel like they're stuck in the kind of darker, lower levels of consciousness, you know, being trapped in distorted love. We've got Star Brothers, protection, loyalty, safety and trust. And, you know, I feel like they just want you to be safe and protected from this pain they're going through. They don't want to burden you with this drama, this trauma. They just want to handle it. They want you to be protected from that. They really appreciate how devoted and loyal you are. And they do trust you, which I think feels quite major, given that this has come up over the Ten of Swords, because I feel like someone has really betrayed them, has really broken their trust. So for them to trust you feels like a tremendous step. And I think deep in their hearts, you know, they know that waiting for them on the other side of this pain is you, this beautiful, devoted, trusting energy and real love, you know, not distorted love. We've also got called here, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. And again, as I said, with this magician energy, it's like the universe has come in and started moving everything for this person. Their soul is being called. They're very gifted. I'm hearing, particularly as far as energy is concerned, this person has a very strong intuitive antenna, but it needs to be recalibrated. They are completely out of balance at the moment, but their soul is calling them. And again, with this devil energy, they're still stuck in that ego energy. They're resisting the call of the soul. So what do you need to do to move forward, pile one? What's the guidance for you? We've got the Nine of Wands, so don't give up, you know. Hang in there. We've got the Six of Wands. Victory is coming. 6 is also the number of love. 3 of Wands in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Clarifying, we've got the 4 of Swords. We've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. That's really interesting that that's come up under the 10 of Swords. We've got the 6 of Cups. Look, this is really beautiful. And we've got the Sun. These are fabulous cards for you. Again, for you, we've got the 9. This is that very independent energy, the power of solitude. And you're being asked not to give up, to hang in there. You've got a 4 here as well. You know, this is your time to be solitary, to take that time out. Look, there's this kind of thread here with this little heart attached to it, and she's resting. You know, this is about bringing yourself into balance and harmony. Focusing on yourself, focusing on your own journey. What I love about this 9 of Wands is that I always describe the divine feminine as the torch bearer. And in this card, she is literally holding the light. You know, don't underestimate how powerful your light is in this situation, and how working on yourself, healing yourself, focusing on yourself, it's moving everything in the right direction. You're being asked to flow with the divine plan. And I also feel called to say your only responsibility is to embrace your own glory, to focus on your own victory. Look at her here again with that torch, raising her hands up to the heavens. She's successful, happy, she's victorious. 6 is the number of love, and Wands is the suit of spirit. You know, connect with divine love. You know, just keep shining your light, keep shining that torch. This needn't be a burden. You need to start appreciating the journey, to really embracing the magic of it. Now is not the time to focus on union or to dwell on any kind of karmic or third-party situations. You need to remember that you have a soul history with this person. You know, they could be your twin flame, your soulmate. You've shared past lives with them. There is a deep, deep spiritual and soul connection here between you and this person. And that loyalty, that deep friendship, is represented here by, it's this boy growing up with his dog, his loyal dog. But, of course, dogs represent loyalty. And again, it's come up over that card of loyalty and trust, history, someone that's been there for you and helped you grow and stuck with you throughout it all. So don't get hung up on union. You need to take your focus away from that. You need to focus on you and just have divine faith that you're being moved in the right direction. The Temperance card indicates that, this is coming up over his 5 in reverse. You've still got work to do. This is number 14. Of course, numerologically, it reduces to 5. And Temperance is about bringing things back into balance, balancing your light and dark shadows, and really discovering your true divine self. Normally he holds 2 cups, but in this deck we see him holding the moon and the sun. So there's a need for you to balance your divine masculine and feminine energies, and also to balance the shadow and light within you. And you know what, quite often, particularly on the twin flame journey, those of you that are going through that healing process will understand that you're asked to embody the light and to release shadows, to embrace love and to release fear. But the reality is fear exists within all of us as human beings. We don't have to completely purge every ounce of fear. It's a natural condition of being human. But you are being called to, perhaps you've been too resilient and you've become so positive that you're not acknowledging the fear aspects that are out of balance within you, that are still kind of, slowing down the path to union. But everything is moving in divine timing. You just need to focus on your own healing, and definitely to be more aware of the shadows within you and allow them to be brought to the surface. The Sun card, clarifying this, promises perfect joy. This is the most positive card in the deck, and it's completion. We've gone from the Wheel of Fortunes, which is that dramatic cyclic change, the Tower, which is that crumbling of the old, all the way to this beautiful, beautiful, light, joyful, sunny beginning. So you can trust that this person holds you in very high regard. They are just completely blocked from pursuing anything with you right now because they are stuck in their own painful cycle and their own painful journey. They're not rejecting you for any other reason, that they just cannot focus on anything else other than their pain right now. So on final note, I'm going to get one of these cards for you. These are the cosmic reading cards. They're so beautiful. They always summarize the reading so beautifully, and I'm going to read this straight from the book for you. So you have got Free Spirit, which is beautiful. It's the number 13, which reduces to 4. Balance, harmony, stability. I feel like this is what you two are really working towards, both of you independently, of bringing yourselves back into balance. Free Spirit. True freedom is attained when one transcends the illusionary imprisonment of their mind. This card represents the need to let go of limiting beliefs that you hold within yourself, beliefs regarding who you are and what you are capable of achieving. There are 2 types of beliefs: beneficial beliefs, which encourage you to grow, and detrimental beliefs, which keep you imprisoned and bound by fear. These core beliefs lie in your subconscious and attract experiences that match their emanating frequency. So if your subconscious holds more detrimental beliefs, it is likely you will attract circumstances to match that energy. If you find yourself attracting more roadblocks and hurdles, look within yourself and see what limiting beliefs you hold inside. It is these beliefs that block you from living a more fulfilling life of manifestation, inner freedom and peace. If you are drawn to this card, Spirit is encouraging you to look deeper within yourself and see what it is that is holding you back from living a more purpose-filled life. Do you harbour thoughts of not being good enough, worthy or talented enough? What vibration are you sending out to the world to receive the roadblocks that you currently face? Remember that what you wish for in your life needs to be an exact match to the beliefs that are lying in your subconscious. If they are not in sync with each other, then it is most likely that your wishes may take a lot longer to manifest. What detrimental beliefs have you been holding to all these years? Reframe and replace any detrimental beliefs uncovered with beneficial affirmations. And the prayer here is, Great Spirit, assist me to understand and transcend any detrimental beliefs I may hold within myself. And the associated chakra is your base or root. And I think for me, this really affirms what I was saying about bringing yourself into balance and acknowledging that there is some shadows there, and your power is in acknowledging them. That's what true strength and surrender is. It's not saying, I don't exist in fear. I have no fear and I have no shadow. It's about being able to courageously face them, to always face your pain so that you can learn from it and grow from it. So I really hope that was helpful, Pile 1. I'm sending you lots and lots of love as always. And please remember, if you want to book a reading for me, I'm closing personal readings for a while soon. I've got a few slots left, taking us up into mid-February. And once those have gone, I will be closing personal reads just for a short time, just to give me some breathing room. So if you do want a twin flame connection check or any of those other readings, you can book that now up until mid-February. I think I'm fully booked to the end of January now. Those first 2 weeks of Feb are starting to fill up. So thank you so much. I will catch you next time. Okay, part 2, we've got Rupaul's Drag Race deck for you. This is a very funny deck. And we're asking, why is your person not communicating? Why are they silent? We're not going to get too much about how they're feeling about you. I've done 2 readings. My last 2 readings were messages from your person. What are they feeling and thinking? So if that's going to be helpful for you as well, go and check those out. But in this one, we're looking at why are they silent? Why aren't they communicating? And what's the guidance for you? What do you need to do? So let's do this. Why is your person not communicating? We've got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Cups. We have got the Hanged Man. We've got the 2 of Swords in reverse. And we've got the 2 of Cups upright. And clarifying, we've got the Hermit in reverse. We've got the Moon. We've got the 5 of Swords. We've got the Queen of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. These are very powerful energies. Very powerful indeed. We're going to use this Flowers of the Night Oracle that Joni sent me. These lovely cards. We've got sensitivity. We've got chance, challenge, and patience. And I'm going to use the Starchild Oracle as well. This is a new deck by Rebecca Campbell. We have got Empathic Starseed, the Golden Children, and Surrender to the Sweetness, Venus energy. That's lovely. Okay, so why is this person not communicating with you? Things have been out of balance between you for a while, is what I'm hearing. But there's a lot of love here. There's a tremendous amount of love for you here, but this person's very conflicted. First and foremost, they don't feel that they can give you what you deserve. And they really need to get past this and to give themselves time to think it through and to understand that their true strength and what's important is what's in their heart, but they're not seeing that. This person's very much still stuck in ego. They've not evolved beyond this idea that they have to be materially accomplished or successful. They're very intimidated and threatened by you, and they just feel that they cannot give you what you need, even though there's a great deal of love there. This person feels very intuitively connected to you. We've got the 6 of Cups here, which for me is the soulmate card, and that card of remembering, of nostalgia, of that deep familiarity. And it's clarified by the Moon, which is the card of intuition. But there's a lot of fear attached to this as well for this person. I don't feel that they're ready for the intensity of this connection. And in understanding, wow, this feels actually quite big. This feels like this person could end up being, a serious relationship. They've panicked somewhat. They've become very conflicted. They've had this fresh perspective with the Hanged Man. But, with the 5 of Swords here, they're just very conflicted. For some of you, this may mean that there has been conflict between you and them, or potentially with a third-party situation. Because the Hangman does reduce to 3. So it could be that this person is already connected to someone else and they're realising that they have this very deep connection to you, and because of their circumstances they're just like, oh God, this is going to require some change, and I feel very conflicted about that. I don't want to hurt anybody. So it feels like you know, this person is, I mean, they just don't want to make a decision with this Two of Swords here. But this is clarified by the Queen of Cups, which is a very beautiful, empathic, and we've got empathic down here. It's a very caring and loving energy. Now, again, this could relate to a third party. This is Cancerian energy, water energy. It could also be Pisces or Scorpio, but they don't want to make a decision. I feel like, even though they know what's in their heart, but we have got the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups also upright, and the Ace of Pentacles, which is that new beginning. So again, this person's very conflicted. It's like everything's up in the air and they just don't know what to do. They're very sensitive to this kind of very astral, intuitive connection with you. I feel like they dream about you. I feel like they get signs and synchronicities. And this change that has taken place in their perception has just proved very, very challenging. And you're being called to be patient, because it feels like things are in a state of flux right now. And, you know, this person very much cares about you, but they are also unawakened. They are also, as I said, still residing in ego. The energy that's coming through is what I'm guessing. I mean, we've got the Two of Cups and it's represented by vivacious. And I feel like that's how they see you, as someone really exuberant, vivacious, loving, just, you know, queen of the world. I mean, they just see you as being such an explosively brilliant person, and they're very intimidated and very threatened by that. So, you know, for some of them, they're stuck in this third party situation. For others, they're just they're very scared of the emotional depth of this connection. They're very conflicted about that. This could be someone that's been previously very much a commitment phobe, kind of avoids very deeply intimate relationships. But again, coming back to this Six of Cups and the Moon, we've got empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. And it features this lady looking in the mirror, and I really feel like this is the case. You know, you guys, you could be twin flames, but they see this mirror image of themselves in you, that they kind of pick up on your energy, you pick up on theirs, and they just find this so overwhelming. Again, the Six of Cups can indicate childhood, nostalgia, memories, and I feel like they see this innocence and tenderness in you. You kind of, what's the word? You spark their inner child. You make them feel like their purest, most beautiful self, that innocent self. And they really, really appreciate that. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I mean, this person's certainly not communicating with you for any lack of emotion or feelings. They feel it big. You know, Venus energy, and it's coming up over this Queen of Cups. They feel it very deeply, but I feel like they're not ready to make love to life. You know, they're very afraid, they're very intimidated, they don't understand what this means. And I think I'm going to pull some more guidance cards for you, but I think the thing that stands out most for me here is patience, that this person doesn't really understand what's happening, and there's just so much inner conflict here, so much inner conflict. On the one hand, they want that new start. On the other hand, they're running scared from it. They're just like, oh my God, what's happening here? This makes me feel so vulnerable. And you know, my gut feeling is this person isn't someone who's comfortable with vulnerability. So what's the guidance for you? What do you need to know to help you move forward for your highest good? We've got the Star in reverse. We've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. And we've got Strength in reverse. Clarifying, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. We have got the Three of Wands. We've got the Three of Cups in reverse. And we have got the Empress in reverse. So as guidance for you, I really feel like you need to stop clinging on to the... This was the guidance that came up for Par 1. Very different circumstances, but very similar energy. So it might help to look at the advice, the guidance part of the Par 1 reading. But again, you know, you've got this 9 energy here. This is the number of solitude and going within and focusing on yourself. It mirrors the Hermit energy, which is the card of self-reflection. But the Star, I feel like you spend a lot of time just wishing you can have this person, getting so frustrated that they're not here, that's not manifesting. When all of your power is focusing on your own peace, your own growth, your own abundance, your own forward movement and evolution, there is going to be rapid fire change and fulfillment is what I'm hearing for you. But you've got to invest in that. You've got to invest in you. The 8 of Wands is also about communication. So, you know, I feel like this person's not communicating with you at the moment, but there's a very good chance that they are going to, that they're coming out of their shell. 8 of Wands is rapid forward change, movement, communication, incoming energy. And with the 3 of Wands here, you know, that is the card of your ships coming in, of, you know, of fulfillment. So I feel like you just need to take the pressure off yourself a bit and trust it's coming and just let go your hold on this. With the King of Cups in reverse, clarified by 3 of Cups, and I'm intrigued this has come up over the Queen of Cups. I said for some of you this could be the case that you know, this person's in another connection. Of course, we've got King of Cups and Queen of Cups can very much indicate that. This is Scorpio energy. But I feel for most of you, this is going to be the case that they are emotionally overwhelmed and don't feel like they can socialize with you, and that you need to get a handle on your emotional overwhelm. You know, I feel like you maybe express yourself in such a way that only makes them more scared. So the King of Cups upright is about being emotionally more restrained and holding on to your feelings in a very mature way of knowing exactly when to reveal something and exactly when not to, exactly when to hold back. So there's a message here for some of you as well about being more restrained, about taking it more slowly, about approaching it more maturely. You definitely need to stop listening to your friends, because I feel like their guidance is warping your perspective. You know, for a lot of you, I'm hearing he's not good enough, he's not these things, he should have done this, he should have done that. And this is making you feel a bit disillusioned and disheartened. You need to start learning to trust yourself. This is what that 9 of Pentacles is about, focusing on your own inner truth. But there's definitely a need for you to bring yourself back into emotional balance and to stop relying on your friends so much for their feedback and perspective. And perhaps not just friends, this could be, you know, other sources. It might even be these readings. You know, you might be watching so many that you're getting really confused. But for some of you, this is definitely this person being involved with a third party. And with both of these cards coming up in the reverse, I would suggest to me that they're coming out of that they may be walking away from that situation. Regardless, you are not in balance right now. You know, you're not presenting yourself in the best light, and this isn't helping these energies move forward, because we've got the Empress in reverse here. You know, she is the divine feminine power, and we've also got Strength in reverse here, which is all about courage of the heart and strength of the heart, and understanding that true strength isn't in being assertive or playing games or, you know, trying to get your way through external coercion or manipulation. It's about being vulnerable and real and truthful and managing the situation from a point of authenticity. So there's a need here to bring yourself into balance and to focus on yourself very much and to trust that everything is moving in the right direction. I genuinely do see communication for some of you. So even though they're silent at the moment, you know, understand they're very conflicted, and it feels like your energy, your neediness, your kind of desperation to be with them, you may have been very conflicting with them as well. You may have been quite confrontational, assertive. You know, if you're not going to do this, then I'm not going to speak to you. That's a game, you know, that's a game intended to get control. Either do what I want or we can't speak. You know, that's taking control in a very coercive way, and you don't want to be in that energy. You need to be in this strength of, you know, it's fine to say, do you know what? This is boring for me now, it's not fulfilling me, so maybe we should just leave it there. But if you're not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, is a controlling thing. It's good to be honest and to speak from the heart, but not if the intention is to control the outcome. It should be all about protecting and guarding your own power and holding yourself first, you know, holding your esteem and your worth and your self-respect. And I do understand the boundary between the two is subtle. You know, that requires you to be intuitive and wise in your analysis of this situation. So I'm going to pull one of these cards for you. This is the Cosmic Reading cards by Nari Anastasia. I'm going to pull one. I'm going to read it straight from the book because they're so beautiful. We got two. I'm going to keep this one because this one's reduced. Sorry, this one's reversed. So this is time out, it's reversed, but we're going to read the Mirrored Souls, which is 21, reducing to number 3. So this suggests this is a twin flame. There is an undeniable spiritual connection here with this other soul. This will help you see all facets of yourself. Remember, like I said, it's like looking in the mirror. The person in question is indeed a mirrored soul, reflecting back to you hidden aspects of yourself. Both beautiful and challenging, the connection of mirrored souls is one of the hardest, yet most fulfilling relationships you will ever experience. Serving as cosmic mirrors, each soul reflects aspects of the other that may need healing and balancing. Although this process can be confrontational and challenging, it is also rewarding as it accelerates the growth in both souls. So, if you have the issues with self-worth and self-love, your soulmate will soon mirror to you those same qualities or do things that may cause those hidden shades to surface. There will be times when you feel very tested and challenged. However, if you see this beautiful partnership as an opportunity for growth, both you and your partner will come to embody unconditional love. Each time your mirrored soul does something to aggravate and hurt you, see this moment as an invitation to go within, to find the shadow or wounded self that is being provoked by these actions. See this as a wonderful opportunity to break old belief systems and patterns that held you a prisoner of your own mind. Your mirrored soul challenges you, but also assists you in freeing you from that repetitious wheel of suffering. You are moving through the shadowlands and coming to the place of acceptance, love, and compassion. And this is the greatest gift you can bestow upon each other. The affirmation is, through the reflection of your soul, I am better able to see all aspects of myself. And the associated chakras are sacral and heart. That is beautiful. As I said, you've got to bring yourself back into balance. You're going to, if this person is your twin, you're going to continue to see that push-pull energy. And by the way, I think time out coming up in reverse over the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, you're going to get some contact from this person. But I fear for you that you're going to bounce back and forward in and out of communication because you're in this runner-chaser dynamic because you need to heal. You need to focus on yourself. You need to bring your divine feminine energy and strength into balance. So, you know, this person cares very deeply, but you've got to remember this is a journey. You shouldn't be focused on the outcome. It's the journey that is the gift. This is where you're going to grow, where you're going to learn, where you're going to experience all of the magic. It's the most worthwhile part, and that's where your focus needs to be rather than on, you know, desperately wanting and needing this person. So I really hope that was helpful for you, pile 2. Okay, pile 3, the way of the panda. Just going to see where we're up to time wise. We're good. Right, so we are looking at why this person isn't communicating with you, why they're silent. We're not going to look at how they're thinking or feeling because I've just done 2 readings about that. You can go and watch those. We're going to look at why they're silent, why aren't they communicating, and what is the guidance for you. What do you need to do to move forward for the highest good of this connection? So I do always recommend you make a note of the pile you watched in the description box, in the comments section. And this means because my readings are timeless, you may need to come back at a later date and choose a different pile, and then you know already which one you've watched. If more than one pile is singing to you today, by all means watch 2. There could be messages in both of them for you. Why is this person silent? We've got the 2 of Cups in reverse. We've got the 7 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the 3 of Cups in reverse. And we have got the 8 of Swords. Clarifying, we've got the 7 of Cups in reverse. We've got the Sun in reverse. We've got the 3 of Wands. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. And we have got the Moon. Okay, I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well. I'm going to give you a trigger warning with this reading because I don't think this is looking great, to be honest. I'm not sure that this person's... I don't think they're invested in this at the moment. We've got opportunity, chance, visualization and wisdom. And from the Starchild Oracle, We have got earthed, I'm sorry, and empathic starseed. So, I mean, with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse, I'm just going to be really blunt and give it to you straight. This person doesn't see you as a romantic option right now. They have got their barriers up, and I really do feel like they're actually blocked from experiencing joy and happiness. This person is fighting an internal battle. They're fighting a battle with themselves. They're not in a good state of mind. I feel this person may suffer from depression, some kind of mental imbalance. And also I feel like they're still reeling from some kind of really painful rejection where they were left out in the cold, or perhaps they left someone out in the cold and they're still waiting for that situation to be resolved. So it feels like this person, you know, with the Five of Pentacles here in reverse clarified by the Three of Wands, and then we've got the Three of Cups in reverse clarified by the Four of Pentacles, it feels like they just haven't let go. They haven't let go of this other person. They're not considering anybody else. So chances are, you know, if they're not coming forward and communicating, it's because you're not in their zone of awareness. They're very stuck on this other person. They may or may not still be in that relationship. Either way, you know, this person isn't well. We've got the Eight of Swords here. This is someone that is trapped. And with the moon, that can indicate fear, illusion, you know, not understanding, not trusting. But for me, when it comes up with the Eight of Swords, it's very much a card of, you know, isolation and mental unwellness. So I really don't think this person's in a good place. And they're not able to focus on a new relationship. As I said, they're fighting this internal battle, and there's a feeling of being very depleted, and quite depressed. You know, they're really not good. Definitely there's a lot of anxiety here, and it feels like they're still waiting and trying to resolve another situation. They're not ready to let that other situation go. That they're still daydreaming about that, still hoping that they have a chance and that there's an opportunity there. Whilst they go through this painful cycle, I'm hearing that they are learning, and it even says down here, look, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So, you know, this person is definitely, and the moon indicates that as well, very otherworldly, but they're saying, I'm sorry, you know, righting past wrongs, uprooting, and empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So, you know, I feel like you may be very empathic and take on a lot of this person's pain, or it could be that they are, and in their sensitive understanding of what that means, of how painful it is to be around, you know, miserable people that are struggling, they don't want to impact you with that. I feel like they probably know that you have feelings for them. And again, there's a lot of sorrow here. You know, they're just sorry that they're not able to reciprocate in the way that you would like them to, but they're learning, and this journey doesn't appear to involve you at the moment. You don't seem to be an option for them. So I know that's really painful for you to hear, and I'm really sorry. So let's get some cards that are guidance for you. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? That's where your power is. Okay. We've got justice. We have got strength in reverse. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got the Knight of Wands. And clarifying, we've got Six of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Nine of Swords. Wowza. Okay. Now, there's a karmic lesson here for you, because, you know, you're the sort of person that gives and gives and gives, even though they don't get back. And even in this Justice card, which for me does represent karma, you can see that one panda is holding the sword of truth, and they're pushing the other panda away with their foot. One is in this very desolate, depleted land, and the other is in this very abundant, fruitful land. Again, here we've got light and dark represented. So this is about balance and justice and karma. And here we've got the Six of Pentacles. Oh, we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And again, the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. It's about learning to give in a balanced way. And I feel like this person could be, you know, presenting a very spiritual and very important lesson for your own evolution and growth, because you are not in your power right now. You are being coercive. You're using your sexuality as a tool to get what you want. You're not using your divine feminine power in the right ways. And you get sucked into these relationships where you anxiously attach to an avoidant person that doesn't give you what you want, and then you need and you develop this codependence. And it's, you know, this feels like an ongoing cycle for you, not just with this person but within previous relationships. So there's a real need to become aware of what this connection to this person is trying to teach you. With the Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles, I do feel like you may hear this from this person. You've taught this person that you will be there for them in a casual sexual manner. And I do feel like they owe you an apology. This is coming back over that I'm sorry card. And I feel like they're going to make an apology so they can dig themselves out of this hole and enjoy this very casual relationship they have with you. But the guidance here is, you know, charge forward towards that at your peril, because you're only bringing yourself more nightmare and anxiety. You are literally throwing yourself to the wolves, okay? You're hurting yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. This person cannot give you what you want right now. They are hung up on somebody else. We've got that Two of Pentacles there, which flew out to clarify that. And I don't see that that's changing at the moment. You know, that's what they want to bring back into balance. That's what they are focused on. It's you that needs to change. They're going to keep accepting your casual friend with benefits style offers if that's what you're presenting to them, because they don't need to commit. But you need to focus on your own abundance. You know, you've been feeling indecisive about this person, I feel, and worrying about whether you should move on. And the answer is in your own heart and your own higher mind. You need to bring that into balance and focus on your own abundance. As I said, I feel like this person's silent now, but they're always going to bounce back to you, you know, wanting a bit of your energy, wanting a bit of your companionship, wanting all of that sexual pleasure that you're putting on a plate for them. Look, we've got deception here. You know, that this person isn't, they're wearing a mask, they're not showing their true self. You know, the truth is they are wishing for someone else, and they are very much residing in ego. I'm really sorry. I know these are very hard energies to listen to, but I think it's more important that you know, this is brought into your zone of awareness so that you can make healthier, happier decisions for yourself. I'm going to choose you one of these cosmic reading cards because these really are very beautiful. I'm going to read it straight from the book. I always find they summarize the reading perfectly, and they're just so, so lovely. For you, we've got Awaken. This is what this Dream Space card is about. Wake up to the truth of who you are. It's the number 1 card. This is a new beginning. Okay, Awaken. It is time to awaken. Humanity needs your unique, illuminating light. Dear one, the universe has been gently nudging you forward with signs, synchronicities, dreams, and coincidences. It is your time to awaken to your true creative potential and inherent power. You are being propelled forward to stir the ancient wisdom that is already in you. Enjoy this process of unfolding and watch consciously as your life transforms. You already possess all the tools you'll ever need on this journey, and this chapter is simply a reminder to pay attention to the signs. Your conscious awareness is expanding, and the wisdom of the sages is being reflected to you through Mother Earth herself. Situations are presenting themselves to you to match your increasing vibration and to remind you of your awakening power. A deeper inner knowing is emerging, even if you are not aware of it. Portals within you are being healed and opened, allowing inspiration and ancient wisdom to be readily accessed. You have always possessed this innate wisdom, but needed to clear and balance certain areas in your life first. This is now your chapter to reveal to the world who you truly are and the unique light that you hold. Embrace the amazing soul that is you and accept that you have a vital role to play. Go with the flow and follow the signs, for you are not alone. Divine guidance is with you every step of the way to assist you where you need to be. Let this pace flow naturally. Don't rush or be frantic during this time. Just be and allow your beautiful petals to gently unfold to the amazing, magnificent soul that is truly you. And the affirmation is, I'm awake to the spark of my own illumination, liberated through love and illumined by divine light. And the associated chakras are heart, third eye and crown. So you're really being called. And do you know what? I feel like this person is a catalyst soulmate or an ascension partner or a false twin. They are someone that has been brought to wake you up and get you to face your karma. In recognizing this kind of distorted love that you keep getting sucked into, you know, and seeing perhaps all the signs and synchronicities in this connection, the divine is actually asking you to wake up to the truth of who you are. You don't need them, you just need the love within you. And, you know, I don't like to confirm or not confirm a twin connection in these readings. So if you feel very strongly that this person is your twin, I can only say that they are not for you right now. They are hung up on someone else. They're resolving their own karma, and you are being asked to resolve yours. You're being asked to waken up to the truth of who you are and to focus on your own healing. So I really hope that was helpful, pile 3. Not an easy message to deliver, but I'm sending you lots of love. Please do let me know in the comments below if you found that resonated for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I am closing my personal reads soon. They'll close from mid-February. There's a couple of weeks of bookings still left. I think January is now full, but you can book a private reading with me up till then, and then I will reopen them at some point in the distant future. I just need to have a break for at least a month or two just to regroup. Okay, thank you so much. Pile 3. We have got the Starchild for you, and we're asking today, why is your person not communicating? Why are they silent? Why are they not speaking to you? We're not going to ask how they think and feel. I've done 2 readings about that in the last week already. You can check them out. The last 2 videos on my channel before this one address those questions. But we are going to get some guidance for you as to how you can move forward for your highest good. So why is your person silent? Why are they not communicating? Maybe they've blocked you or ignored you. And we want to know, you know, what's that all about? Why are you not talking to me? Why you not speak to me? Okay, let's do this. We've got the Starchild Tarot, 6 of Pentacles. Wow, Strength in reverse has come out for every single pile today. Isn't that crazy? We've got the Page of Pentacles. We have got the 7 of Pentacles. And we have got the 9 of Swords. Clarifying, we have got the 3 of Swords in reverse. We have got the Ace of Pentacles. We have got Starseed in reverse. We've got the Queen of Swords. And we've got the 10 of Cups. I am going to get some oracle cards as well. We're going to use the Flowers of the Night deck, which Joni bought me. I received this today. Thank you, Joni. We've got Affinity. We've got Intention. We have got Hope. And we have got Awaken. And I'm also going to use the Starchild Oracle. This is a new deck by Danielle, Noel and Rebecca Campbell, the same artist that created, in fact, this deck, the Starchild Tarot. They really are quite beautiful. I love Danielle Noel's work. Okay, let's get some of these as well. We've got Deep Cellular Healing. We've got You're Not for Everyone. And we've got Weight of the World. So, these are very specific energies here. I feel like you may have told this person about your soulmate type connection. You may have said we're twin flames. You may have said we are soulmates, or, you know, something. And they've rejected that. They've not felt, they're not awakened enough to receive that. They are not, they're not receptive to their own spirituality. They don't have faith in the same, they don't have the same beliefs as you. And this person just isn't equipped to give you what you want right now. And they feel very sorry about that, but I feel like they may have rejected you very harshly. Or just blocked you without a word, which in itself is harsh. Because they didn't want to see your pain. They've turned their back on you. Now, this person is also, they're weak. They've been very cowardly. They couldn't face a new beginning. I do feel like this person is probably not available. They have a family of their own. They are in a relationship already. And I feel like they've come forward and said, I'm really sorry, but I don't believe in what you're saying. And, they've not even been very sensitive in their delivery. I feel like they've been quite immature. I do feel like they want to talk to you. They want to speak about it in a more mature way. They're thinking about that a lot, is what I'm hearing. And actually, I feel like this person probably is your twin flame or soulmate, and that the universe is literally hammering them hard to wake up to the truth of this connection. And I feel like they're intrigued and they're curious. So there is hope here. But they are really struggling to come to terms with your love, with your spiritual beliefs and what you've shared with them. And they want to talk to you about it. They want to get to the bottom of this. But there's also a tremendous amount of anxiety, because this person is in a relationship with someone else, and perhaps even, as I said, has a family. It could be that they're anxious because their family, perhaps they're not in a relationship, but it could be a family dynamic that is not conducive to having a relationship with you, some kind of cultural differences. But there is something they are very anxious about that's related to family. And I think for some of them as well, they are just very anxious about a happy ever after in general. They may have a very cynical view of love and of relationships. But this person's going through deep cellular healing. It says here, this is Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. This person, as I said, they're being really challenged by the universe. We've got You're Not For Everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. And I feel like this is a reflection of how they feel about themselves rather than you. Their ego is not accepting these truths you've shared with them, because they don't want to be that labelled. They don't want to be that weird psychic spiritual person. They're not comfortable with that. Their ego is rejecting it. And we've got weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. And I just feel like this connection feels burdensome to them at the moment, because they're just kind of, they're so haunted by it. I do genuinely feel like the universe is poking and prodding them consistently, and they're just kind of like, I don't want this. I don't want all this weirdness. There's something over here blocking them anyway, and I feel like they're trying very hard to run. They're trying very hard to run. They do feel a deep affinity with you. They can't deny that. But their intention is to stay in the dark. They don't want to be brought into the light. They don't, their ego is still saying, man, this is weird. This isn't for me. I don't want to do this. And they've been really harsh, I feel, in how they've rejected you. But as I said, there is a desire here to speak to you, because they're struggling to let it go. I feel like it absolutely haunts them. They see signs, they see synchronicities. You're in their dreams. They know there is a higher truth to what they're acknowledging. But also, I feel like their head gets in the way and just says, this is ridiculous. Their logical mind kicks in and starts moving them back towards denial. And that kind of steadfast ego belief of, I don't want this weirdness. This isn't for me. And I'm not for her, and she's not for me. And I just don't want this, The guidance for you, we've got the World in reverse. This isn't over. Okay, you need to trust that. You need to step into your power with the Queen of Wands. That's Pisces, Aries energy. We've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. These are really powerful messages for you, powerful. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords. The Tower. Eight of Wands. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the guidance for you is to go inwards. And I know you're beating yourself up and you keep saying, I wish I hadn't told him, I shouldn't have told him. You're never wrong. Without realising it, this authenticity, this speaking your truth has created fast forward universal movement in your journey and your connection. You can't see it right now. It may appear from a logical perspective that it's not working. It hasn't worked and that you've done the wrong thing. But you need to trust, okay? You need just to focus on bringing yourself back into balance and harmony. And you need to face this tower moment with your true power. Okay, you have got power. You need to vote, because it doesn't matter if he doesn't believe. I feel like it's made you feel crazy. You know, you've started saying, oh my God, you know, he's not reciprocated. He's told me he doesn't believe this stuff and he's completely rejected me. I must be crazy. I must have imagined all of this. And the answer is no. No, this is your Tower moment. This is a cycle for you. It's about faith and trust and balance and harmony and stepping into your own power. And you've got to trust that it wasn't wrong. It was the right thing to do. Yeah, so we've got Empress in reverse. You know, when he's denied your truth, you've denied it to yourself as well. And you just need to bring yourself back into balance. You need to face this Tower moment head on and trust that even though you've not got the desired outcome, and that was always the wrong reason to tell him anyway, yeah? To tell someone because you want them to react or behave or respond a certain way indicates that you're still loving from a place of condition and codependence, that you need them to respond. You're attached to the outcome, and your response and the pain you felt in his rejection of this truth and his rejection of you has tested your faith to the nth degree. And that's why it was the right thing, because that's what needed to happen. Your faith needed to be tested, and now you need to bring it back into balance. Because you know you know your truth, and that's all that matters. Do not communicate with this person right now. They are also in distorted masculine energy, and you both need this time and space to recalibrate. As I said, I feel like this person is itching to reach out to you anyway, but you shouldn't be perceiving that as an option for you. You need to be focused on you, your own growth, and bringing yourself back into balance, because the energy you're in now, right now, your communication would still be somewhat coercive, because you still are fixated on union. You're still fixated on a specific outcome, and that's not going to work, okay? You need to focus on you. You need to focus on your own faith, your connection to spirit, and you need to focus on bringing yourself back into balance. Don't give up on this connection, because it's not about him. It's about fulfillment of self and that Empress energy. It's about divine union with self, and you've got to trust that you're going to achieve that connection from within. You don't need it from without, and from there you are free to love in a beautiful romantic way. That's when you're ready to offer a cup. Yeah, you spoke too soon, because you're not fully integrated in this energy yourself. You're not surrendered yet. You're not in union with yourself yet. So, you know, he was always going to pull away, because that's how the energy works. If you're not grounded in union with yourself, you're creating this push-pull energy, this runner-chaser energy. So you just need to focus on you. You need to not give up, and you need to have faith, pile 4. But he is silent because he's mind blown and terrified, and he doesn't know what's real and what isn't. You know, he's still in ego. He's still questioning it with his logical brain. Right, we've got strength for you. Now I'm going to read this card. It's a number 3 card. Again, this divine feminine energy is important for you. I'm going to read it straight from the book, because this book is so beautiful. So number 30. Mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power. That's a quote by Lao Tzu. How powerful is that? After I said to you, you're still trying to control the outcome through him. You just need to master yourself and your own true power. This card comes to remind you of your inner strength and courage. Although you may be feeling weary and hopeless at this time, do not lose faith and heart. You are a lot stronger than you realise. Moving through this chapter of your life, you will understand the lesson of having to release your inner resistance and fears. By uncovering your true strength, you will have the courage to move through it with clarity, understanding, and compassion. Your prayers for strength have been heard. Release all fears that are blocking your spiritual guidance. Breaking down walls will help you see, dear one, all the synchronicities and signs communicated to you. The spirit teachers of love and light wish only to serve you for the highest good of all, to offer guidance, love, and reminders of what you already hold within yourself. You hold so much strength, courage, determination, and perseverance. The first step in uncovering and embracing your true strength is to accept your current state, whether it's vulnerability, powerlessness, emotional fragility, or weakness. The second step is surrendering to that universal life force of love. Allow the third step, empowerment, to flow into your life naturally. Strength and empowerment will come. Use this chapter to find your deepest source of strength, to renew your faith and be all that you are, a spiritual warrior living in conscious freedom. And the prayer here is, Great Spirit, guide me through this period. Give me the insight, courage and strength I need to cultivate the source of strength already within me. And the associated chakras are sacral and solar plexus. You guys, that was so powerful. As I said, you've got that Empress energy that's calling you, and that Three of Wands, you know, fulfillment, inner power. You're moving in the right direction. You just need to pull this back round, okay? And stop focusing on being in union with this person, because you're in that runner chaser stage. You need to surrender to self, to your own strength and to your own power. So I really hope that helped, Pile 4. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can do that through my website, happysouls1111.com. I am closing personal readings from mid-February. There are still a few slots left in the first 2 weeks of February. I think January is full. Thereafter, I won't be doing personal readings for a while, because I'm just going to have a little break and regroup and focus on my own growth, my own self-care. But thank you for tuning in. It's always a pleasure, and I will see you next time. Lots of love. Bye-bye.